you just said, did I ever see your prize? And you said this is a
1928 Kellogg.
And it has a phone number of area code 408-262-4922.
Yeah, I used that phone for years.
And if we dialed it, I don't know if anybody would answer, but
No, because it's not plugged in.
no, I'm saying if we dialed this number, perhaps it's a 10-digit number. It may be a disconnected number, or it might be a number that is. Can I pick this up?
Yes, of course.
It's not going to hurt it.
No.
Oh, that's kind of heavy. Is that a carbon microphone?
Yep.
I think you said you're having some trouble with
it. It's a carbon microphone and a diaphragm speaker.
I mean, you do know that Thomas Edison played a very, very big part in improving the carbon microphone. Everybody's.
I had to shout when I used that phone.
But I'm saying everybody thinks, oh, it's Alexander Graham Bell. Well, it was Alexander Graham Bell. But had Thomas Edison not made the improvements, this gadget may have gone by the wayside. But I mean, so does this?
The other way.
Oh, the other way. I'm sorry. So this way, like that.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I would have trouble. So here I'm teaching you about phones, and you're teaching me about a different kind of older.
And that system still works, by the way, on the telephone system.
Well, that's because of backward compatibility that our electronics instructor, Richard Bradley, said you don't have that in Russia. If they change, it's like, we don't give a shit about, throw your old stuff away. But in this country, when FM came out, when FM stereo came out, they still broadcasted the mono signal. When color TV came out, they didn't want to make people have to throw away their.
Right.
It's called backward.
Yeah, but they forgot about compatibility.
What's that?
They forgot about compatibility.
Well, now things
after
are.
that.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. But I think there might be some valid reasons, but I understand your frustration.
Usually monetary.
Well, I guess. But sometimes if it was so costly to maintain the old system that's so outdated, then it would be cheaper. Let's say you were the only person still using the old technology.
Did you ever see how the machinery on which this worked before?
Yeah, they got the 1/4-inch jacks with the cords and the
No,
operator.
I'm talking about the internal workings of how that dial picked the numbers out.
Oh, it's a series of clicks.
It had a stepping switch.
Yeah. I mean,
latched in and a stepping switch.
I have some vague understanding of that, but what I'm saying is, here's my point. Let's say you wanted to continue using that rotary dial. And let's say out of the 380 million people in this country, you were the only person who wanted to keep using that. And let's say it would cost them $57 million per year in order to maintain that backward compatibility. Wouldn't it be cheaper for the government to say, Ron?
I just programmed it in, that's all.
I understand. I'm kind of stretching the example. But if it did cost them $57 million to keep that in use around the country for one person, wouldn't it be cheaper for the government to say, look, Ron, we have a long-standing history of backward compatibility, but we would rather give you $50 million a year because that's cheaper than the $57 million a year. So would you accept $50 million a year in cash in order for them to have the right to say we're going to unplug?
I would suggest that there are several tens of thousands of dial telephones still in use.
I know that's why I said it's an exaggeration. I know you're not the only one, but in 10 or 20 or 30 years, if there was only one person
But it's
left.
already programmed in. They don't have to do anything with it.
Yeah, so it's not a perfect example, but I'm saying if there was a piece of technology that cost the government or 57 million,
then they'd buy their way out.
they would say, look, I'll give you 10 million a year if you'll sign this contract that says we don't have to keep doing this. And who wouldn't take $10 million a year to have to switch to an iPhone versus a
dial.
I know I would take 1 million a year. I'd say you can have my rotary dial phone. Forget $1 million. Give me 500,000. Give me even 100 grand. Tell you what, today only, give me $10,000 cash and you could have it. And you got to give me an iPhone, which is what I was looking for, and I can't find it. It must be in the car. It's an extra iPhone that I had sitting around, and I don't think